Okay, so we have a physics question that says study the three radioactive emissions directed at three different substances. Identify EFG. EFG. So this is a paper, this is aluminium, and this is lead. Now you need to understand that here we are talking about radioactivity. Radioactivity, this is a natural and spontaneous breaking of unstable atoms of different elements. Now you must understand that when I talk about natural, simply means it occurs on its own, meaning this breaking occurs on its own. When I say spontaneous, simply means it can occur at any given time. Now, it's not every element which undergo radioactivity, but only special elements. For example, if you check on your periodic table, at the bottom part, there's those two rows you see, and those are some of the elements which undergo radioactivity. A good example, it is uranium, which is mostly used in X-ray. Now, you must understand that once this substance breaks or this element breaks, it produces three different emissions. We may have what you call the alpha, the beta, and the gamma. Okay, now the alpha, this word here, this word, it is represented by this. It is represented by this. The other emission, it is known as the what? The beta, and it is represented by this. You have seen the last one, it is the gamma. It is represented by this here. The gamma, it is represented by this. Now, what exactly are these three radioactive emissions? Now, when you talk about the alpha, these are helium nucleus. Don't say atom, don't say molecule, but nucleus. These are helium nucleus, meaning they are only positively charged, okay? And these, they are heavy. And once they interact with the paper, they ionize the atoms within the paper, and hence they lose the kinetic energy. That is why these alpha cannot penetrate through the paper, meaning that E here is supposed to be what? The alpha. So E there is the alpha. Now how about this one, F? What is F? Now F there, it is the beta. So the answer here, it is beta. What are beta particles? Beta particles, these are fast moving electrons. Now these electrons cannot penetrate aluminium. Why? Once they strike aluminium, they will get absorbed by the nucleus or being scattered by the electrons. That is why the reason the beta cannot pass through the what? Aluminium. Now how about the gamma? A gamma is just a group of photons. Photons, these are particles that make up light or electromagnetic radiations. Now you must know that here they cannot penetrate through lead. Why? Because when you talk about lead is a heavy element or heavy metal, and that's the reason why these gamma cannot penetrate. Of course, you may be thinking, say, okay, why exactly? Now you may think to say, when I say heavy, simply means that the particles within the atoms, they are densely packed together. They are closely packed together, such that even when these gamma rays penetrate through, they won't be able to penetrate, because that penetration power will be absorbed by the what? By the particles or the atoms that make up lead, and hence the energy is going to lose the energy, and it will be scattered until it can't move within the lead, and hence the last one here, it is the gamma. So these here are the answers.